It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Houston Rockets. Taking a look at the Rockets, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! 2 athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Woo! Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
Not a roller coaster, is it?
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And now your Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. At shooting, standing 6'5", number 21, Miguel Conway. Standing 6'9", number 35, Amir Grant. At center, standing 7'5", number 30, Cortez Salvatierra. At the other forward position, standing 6'7", number 18, Justin Smith. At the other guard position, standing 6'9", number 1, Jakar Cole.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Los Angeles at the Staples Center. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. They've really been on a roll. They've gone 5-1 in their last 6 games.
You know, for Los Angeles, this happens every year. A team outperforms expectations early. You wonder, is this just an anomaly or is this something they can sustain?
And what'll be interesting to me is to see if they can keep it up. But you're right. It's very early in the season.
Boys, nice and high.
Tip-off goes to Houston. And kind of rare, a battle of the pivot men tonight, Clark. What are some of the traditional things a center you think can still do to help his team win in this era of basketball?
Well, I think there are a number of things. One, you think about taking up space at both ends, being a rim protector defensively, and also quarterbacking the defense from behind the perimeter defenders is one way. And then on the offensive end, banging that glass, setting solid screens, again, using size to take up space and put pressure on the defense.
There'll always be room for the big man in this game, though, don't you think?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. His role changes, what all he does changes, but some of the basics never go out of style.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. They've got Thomas, Gordon out there with Thomas. Then it's Lucas, and it's Snyder in at the point. To the paint, the steal. Here's Salvaderi, now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean, and he's off to the races.
Well, excellent defensive instincts. Knows exactly when to strike on this end.
Thomas kicks to Gordon. Count that one.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. They wanted no part of him on that layup.
And the Lakers have possession. The Rockets making the shot. Puts it up from 7. And, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Fires from 14, and he hits the jump shot. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's the chosen one, defended by Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Houston. Lakers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And the first one drops. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Snyder, and it's good. 2 points.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. He said the defensive key is to deny drives and big finishes at the rim. He added, that's where they're most effective getting to the cup. If we want to win, we need to shrink the gaps and try to bait them into taking contested jumpers. And Kevin, of course, the tiebreaker in this season series is at stake. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Gordon. Gordon controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. It's Cole with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. To the left wing. Here's the chosen one, defended by Gordon. And Gordon over to help. Grant kicks to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. No one near him. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Lakers working the ball around now. Got that one up quick. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket. You know, you look at most winning teams in this league, and there's no denying they have an identity, who they are and how they play consistently. The Rockets fall into that category, a defined style of play and pieces that fit pretty well.
Now here's Thomas. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Lucas. The shot comes out, and the Lakers going the other way now. Pass to Cole. Here's the chosen one. Grant, right side. And it's Cole missing. And Clark, talk about the Rockets' identity, their style of play.
Yeah, it's all about the analytics, quite honestly. They're looking for drives and three-point field goals. Constant pressure on the defense. The long-range ball spaces the floor, and defensively they're going to try to switch and keep the ball in front and deny the same three-pointers they're looking for at their offensive end from the opposition.
The Rockets again can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Cole. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Sacramento.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
It's hauled in by Thomas. Rockets trail by 3. They get a hand on it. That's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Pacers. They sink a little bit here in the rankings. Still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead, they know there's still a lot left to prove.
Here's Cole. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Lets it go from 11. He doesn't hit that one. Gordon with the defensive effort. And it's blocked by Gordon. And he's able to get it back. Basket counts. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnover.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Now we're moving into the heart of the NBA season, Clark. Has chemistry and pecking order in the locker room been set by the coach and by the team at this point of the year?
Yeah, I think with veteran teams, it's pretty well established. But again, the makeup of your veterans is key there. With younger teams, though, I think they begin to, it's a process. It's an ongoing process of figuring out roles
right.
and pecking order. So as you get into the middle part of the season, the heart of it, I think the young guys do start to kind of figure it out.
The Monsters checked in for Los Angeles.
And taking a look here at some stats for the chosen one. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 2nd in rebounding, 5th in blocks, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Now here's Gordon. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And of course, you cannot forget just how dominant his shot blocking was in that game. Just changed the entire complexion of that game.
Here's Francis. A putback. Rebounded by Brand. Rockets trail by 5. Out left to the wing. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Trying to get something going. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still a premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
That free throw missing. And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A. and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all of sports.
And he's good on the second. Here's Francis. A 14-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Here's Cole. 4-point game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Thompson outside. He kicks it to Gordon. Back to Thompson. Tries again, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Thompson. Here's Cole. Pass to Francis. And it's blocked by Gordon. To the paint, picked off in midair. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The Lakers second.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
Now here is Smith. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Sacramento. Francis' shot is off. Rockets trail by 3. This one for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Out to the wing. Here's Cole. Defended by Lucas. Francis passes to Cole. Just 5 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cole's got his second bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
To the left side wing. And there's the pass to Thompson. The rebound by the Lakers. The chosen one's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
No good. Shot missing. Good D by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 2. Brand outside. Gordon inside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The chosen one's got 7 rebounds in the game. Kicks to Cole. Here's Francis. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Smith against Brand. And he overshot that one, missing. The Rockets shooting just about an even 40% to start. Thompson outside. Pass to Snyder. Dishes it to Lucas. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Boy, that's impressive. I mean, not often do you see shots like this find the net. Fortunately, the basket got in the way.
Smith outside. 1:43 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Cole missing. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Clark, we know you were a great athlete. Would you have enjoyed playing at the pace we're seeing in today's NBA style?
I hope I could have played in today's game. Again, I was not an uber athletic guy, athletic enough to get things done on the court, was a skilled basketball player more than a great athlete. So the athleticism of today might have challenged me a bit, but I still think I could have played and been effective in today's game.
I agree. That one is off. And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 1. To the wing right side. Shoots a fader. Neal pulls it in.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
To the wing on the left. And he drops it in from the low post.
Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on him.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Cole. On the wing starts. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Shot from the top of the key. Francis' shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Out to the wing. Neal finds Thompson. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Francis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Cole. To stop the run. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Los Angeles, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Cole. And both free throws good for Cole.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Houston on top. as they wrap up the first quarter on a 14-6 run. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
I got him.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
Here's Francis. No points in the game yet for him. Buckets is out there with the monster. Then there's A-Train. Then there's Starks. And it's Smith in at the 3. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Francis. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. And he knocks down the first one. Clark, if you need to win a Game 7, and you can't have KD or LeBron, but you can have any other one player in the league, who would you pick?
Wow, if you can't have either one of those guys.
How you like that question?
There's a great list. Harden, Curry, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard when healthy. And I think you'd have to throw Russell Westbrook in there, too, for a one-game situation where he could just go with the abandon he goes with. But I think I'm going to hang my hat with Kyrie Irving since he was part of bringing the championship to the Cavs a couple of years ago, my hometown.
Here's Francis. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Houston in the lead. Now here's Neal. It's Sampson top of the key. And some nice passing there by Houston. Cloak loose. 6 to shoot. And it's Smith penetrating. Can't drop it in from the right block. And for Houston, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Passes it to Thomas. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Francis. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Smith. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting shot.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
It's his first trip to the line.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The free throw drops for Smith. The Rockets making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. That one is no good. Rockets leading by 3. Sampson, the pass to Thomas. Shoots over Starks. Thomas, no luck. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Smith. That shot missing. Great D that time from Thomas. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Last time they met in Houston.
And a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Fires at the elbow. Here's Starks. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Really active down there, imposing his will and force and seeing his efforts pay off.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Dame. Another miss by Houston.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Thomas against Smith. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And he can't get the first one.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Grant, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And he ends up missing both free throws. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Now here's Neal. He's covered closely. And the 3 off target. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Kings. Here's Francis. Thomas with the block. That shot is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against. So we can't forget about that part of it either.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Francis. It's in, and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Sampson kicks to Thomas inside. Sampson's shot is off.
Well, that's a devastating miss there. You got to convert on these easy layups deep inside.
Here's Francis. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now the pass to Thomas. Over Grant. And the basket by Thomas. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Out to the right wing. Here's Grant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Lakers have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight.
2 shots.
just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Puts one up from 19. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 11. Much and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Davis with the bucket.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first.
Shot clock at 5. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity.
Kicks it to Pierce. 4 on the clock. Jeremic. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He has 31.
But too bad his scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, maybe him.
Outside Porter.
2 minutes, 2
Jeremic. And the Bulls, another 3. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchup.
They've got a 13-2 run going. 1:06 left in the game. Jeremic. The jumper from the free throw line is good. He's got 39. Pistons trade. It's Davis with the drop. Nice D from Porter.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
I didn't see you there.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And Grant drops them both. The Rockets trail. Outside Thomas. Fires from 18. Good. He hits the jump shot. He's got 7. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Pass to Francis. It's rebounded by Houston.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 7. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Gordon's got 9.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Starks. Here's Francis. Smith up top, defended by Gordon. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bucket's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Lucas kicks to Thomas. Gordon inside. Covered by Starks. And that one, good. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Checked in for Los Angeles. Coles comes in for buckets.
All right, a chance to see stats for Thomas. His last 10 games, he's averaging 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at those numbers, not bad. But, guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
And here are the Rockets now after the basket by the Lakers. Lucas with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Yes, that goes in.
I don't think they have anybody to blame but themselves there. I mean, that's just inexcusable to let a guy get this deep inside.
Francis passes to Cole. Shoots over Lucas. And another basket for the Lakers. Rockets have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Now here's Gordon. He's guarded closely. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Gordon's got 6 here in this quarter. The Lakers trail. Here's Cole. 8 points for him. Here's Francis. No good off the back of the rim. Houston's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Snyder. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Grant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Now here is Smith. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Now Lucas. He kicks to Gordon. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Lakers. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And of course the Rockets, 6.5 games behind them.
Yeah, right now though, the Rockets hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Well, it figures to be a hectic finish to the season as they attempt to lock down a postseason berth. They've got very little margin for error the rest of the way.
And it's blocked by Gordon. And now in transition is Lucas. Here we go. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 9.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Lakers trail by 4. Here's Francis. He's got 7. Kicks it to Cole. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Passes to Lucas. He dishes it to Gordon. The 15-footer. It doesn't go for him.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Tipped away. Here's Francis. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. LA has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Smith outside. Pulls up on the wing, and it's blocked by Gordon.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
1:39 left now here in the second. Smith against Thomas. Here's Francis. No good on the triple. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The lead pushed to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. And now in transition is Lucas. Here we go. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Will it go? Tips it up.
And great effort on the boards. And what a move that was, Gabby. You just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
Here's Cole. 10 points for him. 30 seconds left in the first half. Here's Lucas. Thomas trying to break loose. Lucas, that's good. Lucas has got the lead up to 11 now for Houston.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here we go. Here's Thomas. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Thomas got his 2nd basket of the night. Here's Francis. 7 points in the game. The pass to Cole. Shoots over Lucas. And again, no good by the Lakers. And so it's Houston. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. What you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
Well, the offense is running on all cylinders. Guys are focused, executing, not playing outside of themselves. That's why their shooting percentage was so high. I see it up there already in the stratosphere. Anyway, they're mixing things up, which keeps the defense scrambling.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Well, my question is, who are their playmakers? We saw too much dribbling, too little ball movement, too few assists. Well, it's not rocket science. You don't have to have a degree in any kind of science. The best teams always have and always will be unselfish.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Cole taking a look at the Rockets. Thomas is out there with Thomas. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Lucas. And it's Snyder in at the 1 spot. Now here is Smith trailing by 13. Here's Cole. It's good. Cole's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Lakers.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Here's Cole to the inside and stolen by Gordon. And here is Lucas. A three-pointer off the mark. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Houston.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now here's Gordon. Tries from 10. And off the glass. That one's good. Gordon's got 19 points.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Pass to Buckets from past the arc. Los Angeles with another miss. Rockets leading by 13. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Passes it to the chosen one. They get a hand on it and stolen by Gordon. Taken away. And now here comes Cole leading the break. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Cole's got 4 this quarter. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. To the paint. They swipe it. To the middle. Shoots it. No good from Grant.
Defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Gordon. Off with the layup.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Smith off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. There's the pass to Snyder. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Grant's got 8 rebounds in this game. Knocked loose. And now Lucas pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. From down in the low post, it goes. Lucas has got 8.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.